Hello, everyone. It's Noah from iHollywood TV. There's Paul doing his little dance and jiggling. We're here to promote and talk about Christmas Con Virtual, and Paul is going to be part of the spectacular lineup, and he's here to chat with me today virtually through Skype. Oh, my goodness, through the computer screen. That's right. Hi, Paul. How are you?
That's how we're doing it now. I've never been better. This is a dream come true for me.
Oh my goodness!
Chatting with you is a dream come true for me.
No, Paul. No. Oh, stop, Paul. We all know that.
I have a lot of dreams. Don't minimize them. Take a compliment. Know a compliment when you see one. Okay.
Thank you, Paul. That it's a dream to be speaking with you. Never in a million years would I ever think I would be speaking with the Hallmark hunk of Hallmark Channel. See what I did there?
Yeah. And here we are.
Everyone knows it. Yeah. Everyone. Yes. All the ladies are like, yes, Noah. Yes. All right.
That is also our dream, Noah. and now people can come and speak with me. Virtual Con.
That's right. Yes, for 1 or 2 minutes they can talk to you, but
yeah.
I'm going to be talking with Paul for 2
Talk
hours.
Fast.
No, everyone, get everything you want to say to Paul now, immediately. Hurry! You have 5 seconds left. Okay. Then the computer. Okay. I want to know what's going to happen, Paul, even though we're not supposed to be talking about this right now. We were supposed to talk about this later in the interview. But what's going to happen when the time's up and there's someone, let's just say, your biggest fan ever, and then, is it going to shut off? I don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know. In my mind, there's either like a trap door and the person just falls out of screen, or maybe there's like one of those giant hooks and they just get like... I'm going to feel so badly because 2 minutes is not a lot of time to really engage. There's always the you just have to jump right into it, right? And then it's gonna be an adventure.
A fast date.
It's gonna be like crazy speed dating.
Not unless you're more jollier, Paul, and you say, okay, I'm gonna give you an extra minute. Could you do that?
Like a little bonus minute.
I'm sure you could. Don't tell all the other ones.
I'm happy to do. I'll give an extra minute.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Not to everybody. I can't officially say that, but I'll consider it. I'll keep that in my back pocket. Yeah. I don't know.
Don't tell who, just when you're feeling it. Well, not like that, but with the person, with someone that is a longtime fan of yours. I'm sure they all.
I'm just going to be like Oprah, giving out, you get a minute, and you get a minute. You get a minute.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
And your time is up. You got to go. Sorry.
You have to go. It's like Ellen's Know or Go game. They drop him down at the very end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Exactly.
All right. Hi, Ellen. I'm just kidding. Ellen's not watching. Anyway, all right, Paul. Well, let's go ahead and jump into it. So, one of your latest Hallmark movies is Wedding Every Weekend. And it included the first LGBTQ plus storyline incorporated in a Hallmark movie. That's really been, I think, a big thing that has been talked about from this movie. But it really was such a beautiful movie besides that. Even that, too, included. But just, I think that was really the main focus that a lot of fans were talking about, with that. But I see the whole picture, and I think it was just a beautiful movie. And I really think that this has been long overdue for Hallmark Channel. But how important is it really to see Hallmark take this big step in their company? Because, like I said, I think it's really great. And I think that, we're living in times now where, this should be accepted. And, it shouldn't be any different from, a straight couple.
I think, I think you just answered the question. I think it's the most important thing that they could have done. And, it's funny how like a 3-second kiss between two women celebrating their love can kind of overshadow what is ultimately just a fun Hallmark movie. But at the same time, what it did was draw so much attention to the importance of what Hallmark was doing and the inclusiveness and the diversity that they have decided to really, really move forward with, which I think is incredible. And I'm so proud to have been part of this first sort of landmark film, and the first of what I know will be many, many films that celebrate diversity and inclusiveness. And a lot of people are saying, they're kind of late to the game. And I say, yeah, but they're here. So shut up.
Yes, exactly. Oh my goodness, the trolls of it all. And speaking about trolls, you said in a previous interview with a different outlet. To be honest, I spent the last week on Twitter fiercely battling people coming at Hallmark and coming at me about the changing content. End quote. I mean. I just feel we live in a world now where, like I said, I think many accept this and it really isn't a big deal. But, what is your response to those that still don't agree with the change in Hallmark? I guess we can just say, haters gonna hate, 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 right? You trolls.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say it quite so eloquently. Here's the thing.
What was your response?
I did and I didn't. My hope was to educate as much as possible, and I felt like maybe responding directly to people. There's so much rhetoric, and it's so easy to hide behind a keyboard and type these sort of hateful, disparaging comments. And I thought if I can address people directly and really start a conversation about what family values are and why we shouldn't, why we should just be celebrating love, then maybe even if we have two or three or four people that tune in that wouldn't otherwise, they go, oh wait, this is actually beautiful and we should all be celebrating this. If I can engage people in that way with humor and maybe a little bit of snark, a little pushback, I just stood my ground and I used humor and I didn't take any BS. And there were incredible conversations. And what was so heartening was that the overwhelming majority of responses were of love and support for what we were doing, particularly from the LGBTQ plus community, but also for more conservative communities, people in more conservative communities, the Christian communities and such, that said, our values are not exclusive of people. So these angry voices, they don't speak for everybody, and they don't speak for everyone in our community. And we will watch because we do believe that love should be celebrated. And I think that just was such an incredible. Nobody knew how that conversation would go. And I'll say this: our movie premiered. It was the highest rated Summer Nights premiere of 2020, and it was one of the highest rated premieres for the whole year on Hallmark Channel. So
that's incredible.
Everybody that boycotted, everybody that changed the channel, we still came out on top.
Yes.
So love wins.
Oh my goodness. I love a little Hallmark movie, and I think that we all need Hallmark more now than ever, right? In the times that we're living in. It's so funny because I work with a producer. Hi, Dawn. Dawn, if you're watching. I love you, Dawn. Dawn's amazing. Hey, Dawn, yeah. Hey, Dawn, how are you, Dawn? Anyway, she's a producer that works at Premiere, and I work with her and all the other girls over there. And her father loves Hallmark movies. He recently just had a birthday. Happy belated birthday to your father, Don. But he loves Hallmark
movies. Happy belated.
Yes, Paul. Look, Paul's echoing him. And he loves Hallmark movies because he was saying it always has a great happy ending, and that's what the world should be. Is with a happy ending. So. Yeah, I mean, I think that during the times that we're living in, it's really great to just turn on Hallmark Channel or stream it or wherever, some people don't have cable. I have cable TV. Look, I Hallmark and chill all the time. No, I'm kidding. I Hallmark, but I don't
What?
No, what? Paul's like, oh my God, that's a shocker. How dare he? Yeah.
I agree. I think Hallmark, I think what people look to Hallmark for is this sort of, this feel-good escapism. And you're right, like, let's be honest, we're living in a particularly dark time globally, just with COVID and, with politics and unrest. And it's nice to be able to turn on the TV and just know what you're getting in for. That these characters are sort of imbued with this, like, eternal optimism. Even at their worst, they're sort of eternally optimistic. And the movies in and of themselves are eternally optimistic about what can happen regardless of where you're at in your life. You can find your happiness, and that's why people tune in. And what's great about Hallmark really taking a stand for diversity and inclusiveness is now they're bringing more communities into the fold and saying, you can see yourself up here now, and you can see someone who represents you or your relationship finding that happiness that you can escape into. It's so much more inclusive just on a global scale than it has been in the past. I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, very well said. Yeah, I cannot agree more. Now let's talk, because I just said earlier you were the Hallmark Channel hunk, right? Yes, you and many other guys out there on the Hallmark Network. They all call. I think there's like a page or something on Instagram called the Hallmark Channel hunk, or a hunk of Hallmark.
It's called Hunks of Hallmark. Not that I've checked. Not that I know, but yeah, Hunks of Hallmark.
Hunks of as he takes some of his coffee. I was asking. It's so funny because now I'm gonna get off topic. Beforehand, we were like talking. I'm like, I just interviewed Drew Seeley, and I'm like, he was drinking coffee too, and Paul's like, I'm drinking coffee, and well, it's 9:35. Never mind. I was gonna say it's 12:35, but never mind. It's not. Everyone, I'm taping this on the East Coast, and you're over on the West Coast, right?
Yeah? You got it right. I'll still be drinking coffee at 12:35 for what it's worth.
Oh, well, yeah. Look, me on the other hand, I'm not gonna promote the company, but water. Here's the backing of the logo. Yeah, water.
You're fancy.
Water with a little vodka. No, I'm kidding. Oh my God. No.
It's vodka with a little water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah. However you want to say it. No, I'm just kidding. It's only water. Water only, everyone. Vodka at night. No,
you got to stay hydrated.
Yeah, that's true. I can't fall out and pass out on the floor here. My God.
No, we wouldn't like that.
All right. Back to the Hallmark hunk. Look at here. We're just all over the place. But, so... Many consider you, the Hallmark Channel hunk, but do you ever have, like, fangirls come up to you when you're out in public and share their love for, like, the Hallmark movies that you've been in and you've made, or do they say, oh, who is that man over there? As I fake smoke.
I don't know if we'd say fangirls so much as, like, fan grandmas, like, famas, we'd call them maybe, or fan moms. Listen, actually, the truth is, I am constantly surprised by the variety of people and from where you meet them. Like, I'll go to the mall and I'll have grandmas come up and go, oh my God, I love your movies. But my wife and I were in Palm Springs. Oh, they range. I would say it's not like, I don't get the 20-somethings. It's mostly like women that are sort of 40 plus that recognize me. But I mean, that's really the sort of like 35 plus demo is probably the majority of what watches Hallmark, and I think they're finally skewing a bit younger.
Yeah.
But like we'll go to, like, we went to a restaurant in Palm Springs, and our server was like this young, cool, like hipster dude, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're in those Hallmark movies. I got my mom watching those. I love those so much." And I was like, "Wait, you got your mom watching those movies?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, I've been watching those I'm a huge fan of yours." And I was like, what is happening right now? So it just goes to show, like, everybody's watching these movies, and there are pockets, I think, everywhere in every state of people that are just big fans of these. Even Canada now, because they're becoming, in the last couple of years, Canada, the W Network has started streaming all the Hallmark movies. Hallmark does like a Christmas takeover in Canada. So.
No, did you ever ask that waiter, that young guy, now how about you, sir? Do you watch my movies?
Yeah, I'm like, I grill him. I'm like, okay. Oh, you're a fan? What movies do you watch? Name them. Name my movies. Name my movies. And he's like, what's wrong with you, man? I'm just messing. You know what? It's almost like, and there's no sort of one movie that people seem to love in particular. Everyone's like, oh, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. And I'm always like, oh, wow. Okay, great.
One movie that I watched, Paul, that I like a lot, even though I do like yours too. Okay, I like all the Hallmark stars, but one was Switched for Christmas with Candace Cameron and her daughter. Wasn't that a sweet? I don't know if you saw that one with her daughter.
I did. I watched it. I watch a lot of them just to see what they're doing. I loved it. I mean, she's legendary, right? She's like the Hallmark queen.
Yeah, and her daughter is starting to look more and more like her mom and dad, her mom and father. Yeah,
I know. Yeah,
it's so
that's
great.
That's kind of how genetics work.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Paul. Ha. Oh my goodness, she was so nice and so lovely. I remember interviewing her. I'm like, "Where's your mother? Is she outside?" Because they were doing press that day. I'm like, "Where's your mom? Where's Candace Cameron Bure?" And I told, because I said that
you were smoking in front of her daughter? What are you thinking?
No. Except I was saying, she's like, I remember she told me, she's like, I'm so proud of you for saying my name right. I'm like, Natasha Bure, what? And she was like, because everyone, she said, always gets the beret messed up. They say
Bure.
Bure. Yeah, Bure or Bure.
Bure. Yeah.
Candace Cameron Bure.
Bure.
Like.
Bure.
Yeah.
Oh, because right.
Hello,
Phonetically, it
Candace
looks like
Camembert. How are you? You know, like, yeah, I don't know.
How about Candice Cameron Bure?
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna call her that the next time I see her.
Yeah, say it. Say, I was doing a little interview with this little guy. This little guy. We were talking about you and your daughter. She's like, "Why are you talking about me and my daughter?" That's pretty much like, what were you saying?
Well, we were mostly just talking about your daughter. I mean, that came out wrong.
She's like, what? Oh my goodness, they're lovely people. All right, so Holiday Hearts. That was your latest Hallmark Christmas movie that aired on the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries channel. That's right, people. People always want to message me, outside of the interviews and like, hold on, wait now, no, where did this movie air at? Because Hallmark now they have different network. They have Hallmark Channel, I think Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, Hallmark Drama, right? Then they have
they got
Hallmark,
3 plus streaming.
I think Hallmark Movies and Now, right? Isn't that their streaming service?
Yeah, so they got Hallmark Movies Now. They have the Hallmark Channel, Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, Hallmark Drama, and then streaming Hallmark Movies Now. So they have four potential outlets.
Oh, how do
I
need to write it down. I'm just kidding. No, I know. Yeah.
It's incredible.
It is. It's great. I mean, they really expanded over just in the past year or two, you know?
Yeah, they now that they're doing 40 Christmas movies a year,
I know.
they just
them in Lifetime.
They have to
oh
have
my goodness.
Ones.
You know, their Lifetime is like, hold on now, we're going to get to 50 before them. You know,
we're going to do 1 million. 1 million? That seems high. And they're like, we're doing it. Okay.
I want to ask you something.
Are they going to be any good? Not the Lifetime ones.
I want to ask you something. I don't even know why I'm going to ask this. Hopefully, I don't know if we'll air this or not, but put this in. But does Lifetime ever contact some of the Hallmark stars asking them to be in their movies or no? Because they're competing during the holidays with the movies. I feel like a lot of networks compete with the Christmas movies because even the ION network, they have Christmas movies, and people are like, oh, you want to come watch our movie? So I watch a different variety of channels, but I do like Hallmark the best. But yeah, do they ever ask you guys?
They do. Yeah, they do. They do. And you'll see there's not a lot of crossover between the actors because what Hallmark has done that's so great is they're one of the few, they feel almost like an old Hollywood studio, where they've built a family within their network of actors that they use repeatedly. And it almost feels like you can't go and do an ad for Coke and Pepsi, right? Hallmark has been so generous with me and generous with all their actors I can almost count on doing a Christmas movie every year. So I wouldn't go over to Lifetime and do a Christmas movie because what they're trying to do is they're trying to replicate the style and tone of what Hallmark is doing and then sort of use that as a platform to get more viewers for them. And it feels, to me, it just feels like I'm working for a little bit, If there was a year I wasn't doing a Christmas movie for Hallmark, then maybe I would consider Lifetime, but I don't need to double dip.
Do you hear that, Hallmark? Do not let him off the loose any year with you. Then he's
No.
Then he might go to Lifetime. No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to go Christmas it up with somebody else.
Oh my God. He's going to go with the Disney Channel. No, I'm kidding. By the way,
we
Paul.
were on a break.
Paul, I could see you. Did you hear that? Did you hear a ding?
No.
Okay, good. We're just gonna carry on with our interview. It's like dings. Do you ever have people text you at times that you don't want people texting you? It's like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, my phone is on silent all the time.
Oh.
I can't stand the sound of a dinging phone.
Oh, I know.
It just makes me crazy. And like a phone ringing while I'm in the middle of just at dinner. God. The phone is on silent all day, every day.
Oh my God. Now, what I was going to say before that ding happened on my end, but which apparently is everyone's going to be commenting, what ding? They're not going to know what I'm going to have to add a ding effect.
You've made such a big thing out of this ding, and there's nothing. No one even is aware of it.
Until I said something, I should have just continued and carried on. What I was going to say before the ding-nation of it all, I think you'd be great on a Disney show. I mean, not trying to get you to go with it. I mean, you have that personality. I love people like you. I mean, you have such a great personality. I have people that come on here and they're like, oh, hi, can we hurry up? And, they don't say that, but they're just like, you can tell they're not in the mood for any,
You can sense it.
Yes.
Some people just have crappy energy. You know, you get. I'm an energy person. I feed off.
Good.
I feed off your energy. If you were a total deadbeat, then I would.
What would you do
I'd
if
probably
I
just
was a
spend
total
more time.
deadbeat? If I came
I
on
would
here before we
probably.
started and I'm like, hello, and I was like an older woman or a man, older man or woman is like, hi, how are you doing? Are you ready to start?
You know what? My energy would reflect their energy. So whatever you give me, I give back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sort of like an energy chameleon. I put some thought into this, and you can see it even in my performances, like even in the Hallmark movies I've done. My energy often matches the female co-star, and sometimes I find myself sort of going too far into their energy. But even in social situations, I'm very much like, if the energy is very sort of stiff and silted,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just fall into that. But if you and I were hanging out, it would just be chaos. We
Oh my God,
it would be two dum dums.
walking around.
Not that you're a dum dum. You're not a dum dum.
Yeah.
But you could probably be you get a little nuts. I think I like it.
Oh yeah. I can be. That's why people never. I think that's why I told you. People say I shouldn't drink coffee. I'm like a coffee machine all the time. You know. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the Christmas and Hallmarky of it all. I don't know how. See, look. I mean, I tell you, I feel like I've known Paul for years, even though we just, frankly, met like.
I know this
an
just
hour
works.
ago.
This just works, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness. Well, whenever we're out of this whole coronavirus, I'm gonna have to meet you. I'm gonna come to.
I think so.
I always wanted to go to Canada, but I don't have a passport. Oh my God, that's just not good.
You should come anyway. I mean, now's a good time to come to Canada.
Oh yeah, the flights are cheap. I mean, they're like you can get a flight to Las Vegas and pay like $35. I mean, I'm like, what the heck's going on? You probably could sit in first
because it's a coronavirus
class.
petri dish.
Yeah.
Because
Oh my.
they're just giving out free coronavirus there, and they're like, it's free to come,
Like,
and it's free to
free.
go home with the virus.
Yes, and you quarantine for 2 weeks. As I've done smoked a whole pack now as I continue to do this. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Even secondhand fake smoke is not good for you.
I know.
So I'm just warning.
Oh my God.
The Surgeon General says
See, I fake smoking, Hallmark and chill. That's right. No, I'm kidding.
quite the brand ambassador. Thank you.
I'm gonna send this to you. I'm gonna get you one. I don't know. I really don't know the website. It's so funny because Paul's like, "Where did you get that? Sweatshirt?" I really don't.
I believe
know.
I said I must have that shirt.
Yes, he's like, I need this. You should get it and wear it, and well,
I will.
We'll do then I'll combine a montage photo of us. I'm like, look, we're Hallmark.
I think that'd be
Chillers.
great.
Yeah, that could be another podcast, Hallmark and Chill. Well,
ooh, that's Hallmark After Dark. We joke about that all the time.
Yeah.
That there's a Hallmark After Dark.
whoa. Well, that's
I'm not
my
gonna say
idea,
anything
everyone.
else.
Paul, you can do that. I give it to Paul. Now watch someone try to come up with that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is? I occasionally I let some foul words come out of my mouth every once in a while, and when we're on set, I try to really keep it in check. But if I blow a take 3 or 4 times, and sometimes I'll let a curse word come out, or if I know that I can crack up the entire crew by just throwing like a really sharply worded improv, like an
What do you
improvised
say?
comment in there. I don't know. I mean, I dropped some F-bombs.
Oh,
But they're so unexpected on a Hallmark set that if I drop the F-bomb in like if I'm surgical about it and I find that right moment, you can just lay everybody on the ground laughing. But then we always say those are the Hallmark After Dark takes. Those are like those are the R-rated.
Does anyone ever get mad if anyone says a foul word on set, like, because you always think, Hallmark family friendly, but I mean, of course, Paul's just joking, everyone, so don't get all, crazy, stir crazy with us, but.
Oh, I use it very intentionally. It's not like I'm not crude. I'll use a curse word just to make people laugh, or sometimes it just slips out. I don't have any problem using curse words, but I do try to be careful because some people are sensitive to it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
I don't use it
there's
around
someone
myself.
sensitive that's going to comment underneath this. How dare you try to curse on that set?
Curses!
They're like, how dare you? Paul?
Boycott!
I thought more of you than that. I'm just kidding. I mean, people, they hide behind a computer and type crazy stuff. Oh my God, it's just ridiculous. All right. Well, anyway.
I'm aware.
Now, aren't we all? Okay, so back to the holidays. Oh my God, 20 minutes of discussions of this discussion. What does the holidays mean to you, Paul, personally? And is there like any holiday tradition that you and your family have done over the years, or maybe a holiday tradition that you remember as a kid, or like how do you celebrate?
That's the most scripted question you've asked me this whole interview, and I love it. It's like, all right, let's get back to business here. I do like this question because when I was a kid, obviously, Christmas truly has always been the big holiday. I'm not a Halloween guy. Birthdays, not a big deal.
Halloween?
But Christmas, I don't really. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like it now. All these holidays have new meaning because I have a son. I have a 4-year-old, and I sort of watching his joy brings me joy, but I have no personal connection to Halloween or, Easter. I just burped, excuse me. Christmas, though,
oh my God.
When I was a kid, was like the big, exciting holiday for so many reasons. And then now with my child and seeing him, like particularly in the last year or two, as his sort of like excitement about Santa Claus grows and his understanding of just how Christmas works and what Christmas is all about, the family gatherings and all that stuff. What Christmas has become so exciting to me again. So there's no real traditions that I like, I love to do this thing. It's just watching my kid just lose his mind with excitement.
And Santa.
I live for that stuff. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't think there's any kids watching. I have a big mouth. I'm fixing to say this. Wasn't it heartbreaking when you found out Santa wasn't real? Shh.
When what?
Oh, wait, no.
When I found out what? Who's not real?
Yeah, yes. Come on. Yes. Oh my God.
I have been dressing up as Santa Claus we throw a big Christmas party every year, and we invite all of our friends with kids, and there's usually like at least a dozen kids here. And we bought this Santa suit, and like I fully like beard and glasses, and I stuff it full of pillows. I'm not kidding. It's the highlight of my year. Every single year. It is the single, like, greatest 20 minutes of my life, walking into that party and the kids lose their mind, and having my son come and sit up on my lap. And he's just like looking up at Santa Claus. It's such a heavy mantle to carry, because you're like, I can't blow this. If they find out that I'm not Santa Claus, if I ruin this illusion, I'm going to ruin Christmas forever. Do you sweat in the
costume thinking, oh my God.
Oh, so hard. Right through my Spanx.
What if they want to pull your beard?
So hard.
Like, do you glue it down?
You know what? I've always got a hand sort of like ready to just quickly hold the beard in case they pull it. And I'll shave so I don't have any like dark hair coming through. It's a whole thing. But they're not like precocious enough at this age to really want to like spoil things. They're just so in awe of sitting on Santa Claus's lap, and they're kind of shy. And they're not trying to like go, all right, dude, I know that voice. I have a pretty good Santa voice. It's much deeper, and it sounds like, who does it? Oh, Merry Christmas. It sounds a little bit like, it sounds like Rodney Dangerfield almost, or something. Like, I don't know where I go with that. Well, I'm Santa Claus. It's Mary. It lives right here. All the good girls and boys. I don't know what's wrong with
you.
He's
sound
not
like one of those
Santa,
recorders of Santa that you could be one of you could be one of those little Santa dolls. Yes, that you press on.
Those terrified me as a kid.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. Or especially my mom never got me when I was a kid one of those toys that you wound up and the doll pops out. And, never got me one of those.
Why would anyone want that?
I know, and parents get their children those, like, it's a Jack in the Box, but it's, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's what you do on Halloween.
It's literally like PTSD inducing. You're like, ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Just over and over. Like, so for the rest of your life, you're just like,
I know. Oh my God. All right. Well, now Halloween, Christmas, everything. Let's really discuss what we're here for. The Christmas Con virtual. I mean, I'm sure the girls at Christmas Con's like, when are they going to discuss our con? So anyway.
Get to the con.
It's going virtual this year, as so much has happened in the whole year of 2020 with the Rona. Yes, Paul. So what are you looking forward to the most about this online virtual event? Because like we said, you have 2 minutes or 1 minute with each guest.
So I'm actually really excited about this because I have no idea what it's going to be. I have no idea. I like being sort of
surprised,
uneasy. I like being like going like, all right, we got 2 minutes. Bring it. Is it just going to be this person just telling me a story about how their dog, dug up a tree in the yard? Is this going to be somebody that wants to discuss specific moments? Is it going to be just someone yelling angry things at me? I don't know
all
what
like
it's going to be, but I'm here for all of it.
It's like it's in a way like all of them are. It's like you're going to have a whole day of interviews because they're just going to be talking. You're going to talk back and forth and back and forth. Yeah.
I know that my nightmare is if someone's like, make me laugh for 2 minutes. I'm like, I don't know what to say.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. You know
knock,
what, Paul?
knock.
So, like, have they told you guys? Well, I'm sure they're not going to tell you guys. I mean, like, have they given you like an instruction as far as like, oh, decorate your set? I wanted to put a Christmas tree somewhere, but I'm like, you should do something really Christmas spectacular before you go on, so then you outbeat all the other people. Well, I mean, I don't know what, yeah, and do something.
That's a really good idea.
Dazzle
That's
it
a
up,
really
and
good.
then people are going to be screenshotting or taking a photo or whatever, and then you're going to be the most talked about of the con.
I'm going to set up a tree.
Do it.
I'm going to set up a full-on tree. We've got a fireplace here. I'm going to set up a tree by the fireplace, put down the bearskin rug, and just get on the smoking jacket. Oh, I'm going to put on the turtleneck. I've got a white turtleneck. I'm going to do a blazer over a white turtleneck.
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be good.
See, look at the idea I gave you, and credit me. No,
look at you.
Credit me.
You get 10% of everything I make.
Oh my God, yeah, because they have to pay. I was looking at some of them. Some of them are charging, I think, wow, I don't know. Is it like $450 for a 2-minute call or something like that, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at something else. I don't know what I'm looking at.
No, I think it's like, listen, here's something funny.
What?
I somehow am one of the least expensive, which I did not set the pricing on this, but my wife was like, everybody else costs more than you, right? And I was like, you know what? Fine. Great. Who cares? But hey, I'm cheap and I'm stupid. So come and get me.
You are
you
not
get what you pay
cheap
for,
and
people.
stupid. How dare you, Paul? But listen, everyone's going to be
tell me what
wishing.
I'm not.
They're going to be wishing they paid for you, and maybe you'll get more that will come along and pay for the less expensive, and then they'll get to see all that dazzling Christmas stuff you're going to put in your background. I bet all the ones that people are going to be paying for the highest won't have that, will they?
I don't think they will. They're just going to get someone going, all right, 2 minutes, talk to me. I'll answer some questions. Nothing personal. I'm just going to be in there going, woo!
I know. Oh, you should set up a disco light or something.
Mm-hmm. We do have some Christmas lights that change colors. I'm going to get the whole shebang. I reached out to them. I reached out when I heard they were doing it, and I said, guys,
really?
You're going to want me at this con, at the next Christmas con. And I said, guys, trust me, you're going to want me there. I'm the guy you want at these things.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, really? That they said that? But yeah, no, oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, they were like, oh, yeah, great. Yeah, come.
They really... Oh, my God. Well, listen, it's a real treat for them to have you because you are a whole lot of fun. I've never met anyone more jollier on the Hallmark set. Yeah, you are. You're you're very special. Not in that, but like in a good way.
No, I'll take it. I know a compliment when I see one. You could learn a thing or two, okay? Yeah. We've come full circle.
Paul, oh my goodness, this has been a whole lot of fun. I've loved this.
Thank you so much. It has been an unexpected amount of fun.
Yes, during these dark, horrible times, we're just on here chilling and having fun. Hallmark and chill.
There it is, full circle.
Yeah, there it is, everyone. All right, Paul. Well, you take care and have a good day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank